Ladies and gentlemen, about a week ago, I made a video going over the fastest ways to level up weapons within Modern Warfare 3. It's one of the most important things, and you probably want to get it done before Warzone comes out. However, after I made that video, Sledgehammer went ahead and nerfed the method that we were talking about, which was, of course, exfil farming within zombies. It's an easy method. You could do it. There was no skill-based matchmaking. You just kind of put some music on, be mindlessly killing zombies, and leveling up weapons incredibly fast. However, they nerfed it. They nerfed it in a couple of different ways. They started off by capping the amount of weapon XP that you could get in an individual game. And then after that, they just basically removed all the zombies from the exfil. So now doing that is completely pointless and actually one of the slowest ways of leveling up weapons. But don't worry, I found a faster way than doing exfil farming. And that is what I'm going to show you today. In fact, I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that are just as fast as exfil farming, but one that is even better. Before we dive into that, I just wanted to let you know when this video goes live today, I'm going to be streaming over on Twitch, doing an open lobby and multiplayer, which means you guys will get the opportunity to play with me. So if you want to do that, you want to check out the live stream, it is linked down in the description. But as far as the rest of the video, let's dive in and talk about the first couple of methods and then get into the insanely fast method later on in the video. So the first thing I'm going to go over has to do with multiplayer. I honestly think multiplayer is going to be the slowest method. However, if you are playing multiplayer, maybe you don't like zombies or anything like that, the one thing that you can do to speed up your weapon progress is, of course, popping double weapon XP, but on top of that, using decoy grenades. Essentially, every time you spawn in, throw a decoy grenade. Every time someone on your team gets a kill around that area, you're going to get 15 extra bonus XP. It does add up and it does allow you to level up your weapons a lot faster. And on top of that, I just wanted to say that if you're playing hardcore, you're also going to level up your weapons faster because every time you get medals and every time you play hardcore, every time you get a kill, it's going to be like a one-shot kill. So you're going to get a lot more medals, therefore more XP. However, multiplayer as of right now is probably the slowest method. I have seen some people farming invasion and just farming bot kills and getting some pretty good weapon progression, but it pales in comparison to what we are going to talk about with zombies. So I'm going to give you two different methods within zombies, and I'm actually going to break down exactly how long it will take you to level up weapons using the methods. The first one that we have here is Outlast contracts. Essentially, what happened with the exfil farming is they nerfed the amount of zombies that are spawning in. Therefore, you get less zombie kills. Therefore, you get less XP. So in other words, what we need to do is find ways to infinitely spawn zombies and spawn them as quickly as possible to get as many zombies kills as possible. And one really good way to do that is Outlast contracts. Now, as far as the Outlast contracts, once you pick them up, what you're going to do is go to the designated area. There's this little purple zone when you get to one of these contracts, and essentially you're going to activate it once you get there and then stand in that zone. What you want to do to spawn the most possible zombies is get the zone up to 90% and then leave it. Therefore, the progression goes down and zombies infinitely spawn until you complete the contract. Now, there are a couple of downsides to this contract. The first one is that dogs spawn in all the time. Dogs do a lot of damage. If you have a one-plate vest, the fire damage is going to do damage to you, and it's very difficult to stay alive sometimes. Now, it's doable, but the other problem is I find that zombies just don't quite spawn fast enough, and it is 100% slower than the next method that we are going to talk about. However, it is a good way to get weapon camos in zombies. It's a great way to kill dogs if you need that for challenges, and it's decent for leveling up your weapons. But again, it pales in comparison to the next one. So this next contract that we are going to do, and we are going to do one of them for the entirety of a game, is called Spore Control. So immediately when you spawn in, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spawn, find the closest Spore Control, have one weapon on you so that you can run with just your hands out, and you are going to go to that contract immediately and get to it. Now, I'm going to show you some gameplay in the background that has a timer on it. What this is going to do is show you exactly how long it took me to get one weapon level, which just so happens to be 1 minute and 50 seconds. So we'll come back to that. Now, I need to explain to you exactly how Zombies XP works, and then I have to show you the trick to how to do this the fastest way possible. So first things first, the way that they nerfed weapon XP within zombies is after 800 zombies kills, or at least around there, the weapon XP that you gain is almost completely nullified. It's going to take you over 5 to 6 minutes to actually get a weapon level after 800 zombies kills. Now, when I say 800 zombies kills, that is hard to know in game. So the easiest way to track this is 800 zombies kills is almost exactly 12 weapon levels if you are using double XP. If you are not using double XP, it's half of that. So 6 weapon levels. So once you see that track in game, that is when you're going to want to head for exfil, because after that, again, you aren't going to be getting enough XP. The other thing that I forgot to mention earlier is when you do pick up the spore control contract, try to have a vehicle with you or a vehicle to get to the spore control contract, because they can spawn rather far away. So in other words, once you hit 800 zombies kills, you're going to want to exfil, come back in and do this method over and over again. Now, what you're going to see is with 1 minute and 50 seconds, that means with about a weapon with 24-ish wet levels, it's going to take you right around 40 minutes to level up an individual weapon using this method. Now, how does this method work? So as I mentioned, you have to go in and you have to do a spore control contract. What these are is essentially you go to an area and there are 6 different spores in that area that you have to use these kind of like extractor things that you throw on them. They work like a tactical grenade. And when you do, zombies spawn. Now, how do we get zombies to spawn the fastest and spawn infinitely? So when you get to these areas, you're going to pick up all of the little inhibitors, I think they're called, and you are going to go around to every single one of those little eggs and you are going to throw an inhibitor at it. When you do that, what this is going to do is cause zombies to spawn around those eggs. That is why you want to throw one of those inhibitors at each and every egg, but do not destroy any of the eggs. Reason being, zombies spawn around those eggs. If we get rid of those eggs, less zombies will spawn, therefore less zombies kills, therefore less experience. Now, there's one other caveat to this. You also have to be within a certain distance of the eggs. So now, once you have done that, the next thing that you want to do is find an area that you are close to at least 2 eggs with nothing behind you. Now, each and every one of these spore control contracts, there will be an area for this, and the eggs move every time you do the contract. So in the gameplay that you're watching here, I got incredibly lucky because there was a straight line of 5 straight eggs, and 3 of them were very close together. Now, I did kind of screw it up. I destroyed one by accident, which is going to spawn a little bit less zombies. So this method that I'm telling you and what you are watching here, there is a way to do it even faster than I did in this game. Just don't make the same mistake that I did. And essentially what you are going to do is you are going to stand there and shoot the zombies as they spawn in, back up if they get too close to you, and Bob's your uncle. That is all you have to do. And with this, by the time you get to level 12 levels after you started, so if you started at level 1, when you hit level 13 on that weapon, get out of there, go extract, and you'll be good for the next game. Because again, that 800 zombie cap is where you want to leave. Now, you can do it a little bit before that 12th level if you want to really maximize. Just make sure you're wasting no time whatsoever. And there's going to be a couple things that you want to avoid. First of all, if a nuke spawns in, you do not want to pick up that nuke because nukes do not count towards your weapon XP. However, what does, you can see I'm using the energy mine. So with the energy mine, whenever it kills any zombies, any of those zombies that get killed are going to count towards your weapon XP. Therefore, you can use this anytime you get in trouble. It kills mass amount of zombies. If you're using a crappy gun and need to reload it, this is the time to throw your energy mine down. It'll protect you. You can reload, get back into the action. Insta-kills are absolutely fantastic. Whenever you see one of those, pick it up. It is essentially just going to make it so that you can kill zombies faster. And again, more zombies kills equals more XP up until 800 zombie kills. So just as a recap, have one weapon on you, run with your hands out, get to the spore control contract, get to it, throw an inhibitor at every single egg. Then, once you've completed that, stand near at least 2 of those eggs with nothing behind you and just shoot zombies until the cows come home. You do this, you're going to be getting essentially 1 weapon level every 1 minute and 40 to 2 minutes, depending on how good the weapon is that you are using. You want to use weapons with larger magazines. So after you extract, after those first 12 levels that you get in the first game, throw a larger magazine on that weapon and you will just do even better that next game. You'll get kills even faster, therefore more XP, more zombies kills, and boom, you're done your weapons even faster. So hopefully this was able to help you out. If it did, make sure you share it with your friends, help them level up their weapons, that kind of thing. If you enjoyed, if I helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe, turn notifications on to stay up to date on all my videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching, And until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars.